Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
To throw is Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. You look at this Steeler defense. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's to the 15. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On play action, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. There's a nice move. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First carry for Najee Harris. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Here we go.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Pickett. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Boye Mafe in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4. In motion right, that's Metcalf. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah. He's got a man complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Don't jump.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Fields throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. 17-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Now it's Fields. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They're going for it with the option right. And he is going absolutely nowhere, in the wrong direction. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Off play action, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris from 6 yards away. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Fields on third down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
11.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Monday.
Here's Fields. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
A final shot before the break. Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Setting up the screen, Harris.
Pushing his way through. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
First down, Steelers.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown.
George Pickens.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Don't jump.
At
Ready?
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Extend.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Pickett sets up play action. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here.
Harris running straight ahead. He stiff arms him, sheds off the tackle, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Steps away to his left.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great effort there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Bears 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here
we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, watch the fake. But Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On the give, this is Harris.
And he's got it to about the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Pickett on second down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, here's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Easy.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago! DK Metcalf, 62 yards.
And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 38.
Harris will start to drive out.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett back to throw.
And that is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's
taking it right down Broadway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now here's another carry for Harris.
shedding through the defense. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
127 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Harris will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Fields.
Flush to his right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
One last throw here for Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter.